Hello, how you doing? It's the end of the day, and I had how ca it's been enlightening in a number of respects, I suppose, is the best way to put it. So, as I've been kind of learning over the past few days, I spent a lot of time on Saturday and a wodge of time yesterday routing cables and stuff. I'll show that perhaps over the next week or so as I've changed things up in here a little bit. As I mentioned, and as you will have kind of perhaps been a little bit bored of as I've talked about it, but I need to talk about things sometimes. Certainly as I'm getting older, talking about what it is I'm doing helps me say it in my head. So I've got my Stream One, and now I have the Rodecaster Duo. What I can now do is almost what I wanted to do. So I can control the majority of things independently and almost separate audio streams. I can, for instance, cut to separate cameras. So I can talk to you on this camera now, or back to this camera, and there are another couple of angles as well that I'm using for different things. I can also now share a desktop and show you what I'm doing with that in quite a lucid manner, which is good because previously I was having to do this via OBS, which wasn't a problem, and it isn't a problem now. The problem specifically comes, let me try to do this because I don't know exactly 100% how to do this. I think this is right. So let me cut back to, no, I can't do it on that camera. So we'll do it on, I don't know. I haven't got it there 100% yet, as you can see. So this screen is my monitor that is over here to the side, the one that I'm looking at when I talk to this cam. Now I've swapped this monitor out. This monitor is an input into my Stream 1 on HDMI 3. I have primary and auxiliary, so PGM out, which is program out, which is what you're seeing now, and also the auxiliary out. The auxiliary out I have set to the multi-view so I can see all of the stuff that's happening on the Stream 1 up on a little preview monitor up here. Now, why is it a problem, Wayne? The reason it's a problem is this it has 4 inputs and an auxiliary input. Yeah, and it has 2 outputs. It has the preview output and the program output, which you can assign to anything. So at the moment, I have a HDMI coming in for the monitor on HDMI 3. And then I have, if I want that monitor to be on all the time and act as a pass-through, I have the preview out mapped to the input HDMI 3. So HDMI 3 is coming in and HDMI 3 is going out over the preview. Fantastic. However, when I actually want to use the camera then on the main, which like I am now, if I have the same setup, it means that all you will ever see is this, which is annoying. So I'm going to have to change it each time I'm doing something. And that seems clunky. So I like having the preview out, and there must be a way to do it. And I feel like I'm being daft because it feels like there should be a way to do it. I haven't had as much chance today. I only had a brief lunch, so not as much time to play. I'm going to give it some thought tonight, but I would actually like to leave the house and see how that goes. So this has been a significant learning experience. From the weekend then, I've swapped things around. So now I have this monitor here is that I'm looking at you on now. This is now a 1080p normal landscape monitor rather than a 4K one. I have over here, this is my main 55-inch screen, 4K. Up at the top, up here, I have that output monitor that I'm talking about, and should I need it, or when I'm editing, I have my reference monitor down here that's not turned on all of the time. Is this going to be a problem? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know what content I'm actually going to use this for. This is mostly for my Warhammer hobby stuff, and I'm excited to do a little bit of streaming as well because I want to stream some of me playing Space Marine 2 with a friend. That'd be kind of cool because I've never done that before in a reasonable manner that's actually worked. But getting this all done, I'm learning a lot, and this is great for work because the reason I wanted the Rodecaster Duo as well is this is the mixer that we use at work. The Stream 1, what I'm using to do all the fancy stuff with the HDMI and splitting and having all of this picture-in-picture stuff that's happening right now. So you can see what I'm doing over here. If I wanted to start with, like, all of that is all done in hardware. This isn't in OBS. So this is all done in the Stream 1. This is all great. However, as I say, what I really want to get is that monitor being on all of the time. Whereas now I'm seeing me from this camera. Arrgh! I don't get it. I need to draw another diagram. That's what I've had to do with the Rodecaster. And I will perhaps, I might even make a video about this. I'm going to do one for myself of how I'm setting this up because I have had to do a diagram of the virtual ins and virtual outputs that I want to map everything to because it's becoming quite complicated. But this is one of those times where the knowledge isn't there, and doing this is making me learn it. My downside to this is I don't have unlimited funds, and also I have an inability to be able to work effectively in an untidy space. So it's meant a lot of toing and froing, as you've seen me talk about over the past few days, with swapping monitors around, redoing cabling, yada yada yada, all of this stuff, which it's a me problem. So yeah, that's it for today. That is what I mean, that's not what I've done today. I've been working, but this is kind of what I've been doing over the past couple of days, and we're getting there with it. We're getting there. I've got another couple of bits and pieces to do, and I should be ahead enough to be able to start thinking about how I'm actually going to use this in anger and getting this other goddamn monitor working how I want it to. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. Have a good one, and I will see you all probably tomorrow. Well, I will see you tomorrow. I'll be talking to you anyway, won't I? So have a good one, and I will see you on the other side. See ya.